Shalom, shalom. I want to give our honor and glory to Yahweh Shem outside. So we back at it, man. Had some technical difficulties, you know what I'm saying, in part one. Probably gonna delete that, but hey, man, through the spirit, finna hop back into it. You know what I'm saying? And we're finna go and get into the prophecy call, right? We're gonna go into what we left off at, right? And so we was going to, you can bring that up with the that right there. Okay. Yeah, bring that out right there. Yeah, so we was going into this right here before things cut out, right? I don't know if y'all can see that right quick. Y'all probably can see that thing. Hold on. Let me see if y'all can, if it can. Let me see. There it is. There it is. It's putting the focus, right? So y'all read that title, right? Y'all read that title, right? So boom, right? So let's go to the precept, man. Right? We were saying that, you know, through the spirit, right? This is how we know we live in the last days. When you see things like this, right? These supposed to be this supposed to be representatives of the church, right? These supposed to be men, right? A man's supposed to lead by example, right? You're supposed to lead by example. So how can you lead people to Christ or lead people to the Most High God and you are you're transforming? You know what I'm saying? And Lord's not dealing with that, right? Lord's not dealing with a man being a transformer. Right, so I wanted to go through these precepts real fast, right, and show you first how we know that through the spirit that first of all that a man being a transformer, that how that's going off, right? We want to show you that first, right, and then we're gonna go to the other scriptures. Go to other scriptures, right? So we can go to Romans chapter 1. We're going to go to 1 and 25, right? So it says, who changed the truth of God into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. So first and foremost, you got people that's out here that done changed the truth. They changed the truth. They made it seem like, well, you can do things that's abominable. They made it okay that you can commit sin, that you can transgress God's law. They made it think it's okay, right? That's changing the truth into a lie, right? We know who changed the truth. These devils, right? These devils, right? But let's keep going. It says, for this cause, God gave them up into vile affections, for even their women did change their natural use into that which is against nature, right? So you have women that have changed their natural use, right? The natural use for a woman is to give birth, right? And to be a woman, you know what I'm saying? Have a woman parts, to breast, you already know the biology, the anatomy of a woman, right? So, but you got nowadays in 2024 where the women, they're changing the natural use, right? And now they're trying to be a man. They're chopping off their woman part, they putting a man part down, and they're doing all kind of manner of vile things, right? Which is against the Most High God, right? And it says, and likewise also the men, right? Leaving the natural use of the woman, burn in their lust toward another, right? So you got these men in lust. Now, we don't know if it's saying, right, it's a woman that we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because in Babylon, it's so confusing. It's so confusing. But the point is, right, the Most High God is against that activity. They're against those type of things, right? Let's get another precept on that in Leviticus, right? Let's get another precept on that so we can understand. It says, thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination. So a man can't be dealing with no another man, right? And a woman can't be dealing with another woman, thus says the Lord, right? So you have it here. You got people that's dealing with these activities, changing their bodies and things like that, doing witchcraft. And now they're saying, well, hey, God has called them to basically preach the gospel or do the works of the Lord, whatever. Right? But again, we know that's against the Most High God. But how does this relate to prophecy? Well, this relates to prophecy because it says that in the last days, things or people will behave in such a manner. Right? It says, this know also that in the last days, perilous times shall come. So it's saying dangerous times is going to come. That's what it says when it says perilous times, right? So then you keep going. It says, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient, right? Unthankful. I want to get to I want to get down to verse 4. Jump straight to the point. It says, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God. So it says, in the latter days and last days, you're going to have people that's going to be so drawn in their lust. They're going to love their lust more than they love the Most High. So these men or women that want to transform to the opposite sex, they're loving their lust more than the Most High God. And now these people talking about that God has called them to preach the gospel. Madness. Pure madness. Right? Let's get another one, King. All right. Okay. So boom, let me get this on the screen so y'all can see this. Right? This is another one. Right? Where it says, stepfather beat 13-year-old boy to death with a piece of wood. Handgun as mother allowed it to happen and did nothing to intervene. You want to speak on that, King?
Man, what's that, Matthew 24?
Con.
Messiah prophesied that, man. Like, let me read that again. It says, stepfather beat 13-year-old boy to death with a piece of wood. I don't have no children, but I'm not thinking about hitting my children with a piece of wood. Handgun as mother allowed it to happen. You gotta think about this. That's in the curses too. What's that? Deuteronomy 28:56.
28:54.
Oh, 28:54. You know what I'm saying? The evil eye. What is that? Matthew 24.
Yeah.
Love of many.
Yeah. The book of Matthew chapter 24 and verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Man, you gotta think about that. That's cold-hearted. If you beat your child to death with a piece of wood,
right?
Man, you a parent? You can touch on that.
Man, that's just pure evil, man. Pure malice and evil, right? And like the brother said, that's also a part of the curses, man. That we have an evil eye towards our brother, man. And that child, that's another fellow Israelite. And this man, he did nothing but betray evil. But the Lord say that. And like we just read, right, in the last chapter, that perilous time shall come. Right now we're reading about, like, we seeing that this man, he done took this child life. Right, and let's get that other one I showed you about the mom on Instagram. The one I had showed you about the mama when she had I think it's that one right here.
Try this one. 15-year-old.
No, not that one. Not that one. Yeah, that one. Yeah, right there. All right, so we're gonna get this for y'all real quick.
Went to the hospital. I knew something was wrong with him because.
And this is for educational purposes right here, right? But let's get it right here.
He was looking weak. He couldn't even walk. But my mom said,
it's kind of low.
Don't pay attention to him because he faking. A 36-year-old woman in Florida have been charged with first-degree murder after beating her 4-year-old adopted son to death. Police said, we interviewed the victim's older brother, and at first he.
All right, so we ain't gonna go into the whole thing, but you got these parents out here, man, killing children, man, taking children's lives, right? These are the things that's popping off in the last days, right? Let me get this precept in the book of Second Edges, right? Cause we gotta understand, right? We're looking at the beginning of sorrows, right? The beginning of great evils, right? Let me see this real quick. Let me go Second Edges chapter 16. Go to 16. Go to 16. All right, let's go to here. It says, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. The beginning of evils. So we're seeing the beginning of evil. So there are greater evils to come, right? Famine, pestilence to come, right? And that's gonna draw me to this next one that was going to. What you had? You gonna bring up?
It says 4 more cats died of H5N1 bird flu.
Yeah. That's a spirit. Go ahead. You put that in the screen. You can hold on. I'm gonna show you this. This is going to the next thing that we talking about. I'm gonna show y'all this real quick first. Right? Right. That's what's says 4 more cats, right? Cats dying, right? Cats are dying by this bird flu, right? 2 of them in South Dakota, no links into poultry and dairy cows, right? So if y'all don't know about this bird flu been kicking off, man, you gotta kind of follow this thing, man, because there's been a lot of cases that's been popping up, and they just said recently that that Australia was that the WHO directed people to do lockdowns, right, because of this thing, right? But we gonna get some stuff, man. We're gonna get some stuff on this, man, because this thing, you gotta follow this virus, man. It's kind of going crazy though. So we're gonna get some stuff. There we go. Right. So we right now we hearing we seen about the cats, right? But this thing is coming, man. And the Lord told us that pestilence is going to kick off, right? But a lot of people are like, well, what kind of pestilence? I don't see anybody getting sick. Well, you better open your eyes, man. Because this thing could very well be this bird flu could very well be the next pestilence, pandemic, whatever you want to call it, that's coming, right? And you gotta, and I encourage y'all to follow this thing. But let's check it out though. It says the WHO's pandemic treaty and a bird flu crisis are both arriving at the same time. So it says health officials are issuing very ominous warnings about a potential for an H5N1 pandemic among humans, right? So it says while the WHO is preparing for a vote on a global pandemic treaty at the 77th World Health Assembly at the end of this month. So you got this bird flu kicking off, man, right? And it's already cases of humans having this thing, having this bird flu, right? It's getting the cats. First it was just in chickens, then it went to cows, now it's in humans, it's in cats, right? So they kind of saying, man, this might be the next thing, right? Let's keep reading. It says the global treaty will give the World Health Organization far more authority than it had during the last pandemic, right? And this is what I said, pandemic, if you know what I'm saying, right? So it says the global pandemic, but y'all better understand, man, it's lockdowns coming. It's a whole lot of things for the kick off, man. It says it's going to give them more authority. Do you know what happened last time when the you know what came out? When the you know what came out, man, you couldn't go to that's what Walmart used to be 24 hours. It used to be 24 hours. Because of the you know what, Walmart stopped being 24 hours. That's when we started seeing people, widows, walk around here with masks on, riding in a car with a madness, man. But these kind of things kicking off, right? You had the 6-foot rule. You had all kind of things going on. This is what they did, right? And certain cities, man, it got so bad they was giving people curfews. If you probably don't remember, in certain cities they was giving people curfews. Like you couldn't leave your house at a certain amount of time, and only a certain group of people was able to be on the road. So that's what happened then, and it just said that it's going to give them more authority than that. So you can only imagine what they're going to do when they got more authority. It's gonna be this next lockdown is gonna be worse than the first lockdown. It's gonna be way worse. That first one was just a trial and error. It's about to get bad out here, man. Right? But the Bible said these things would go down. It said that a pandemic was going to happen. It said a pestilence was going to happen. What did it say? Did it say, well, it's going to be a pandemic. Pandemic is going to be called bird flu. No, it don't say that. Right? You gotta read between the lines. You gotta understand what's going on in the spirit. Right? So we're gonna see. Right? Let's go to Matthew chapter 24. right? And we're gonna have to cut this lesson short because we do have a new moon tonight, man. But we want to kind of hop on here real quick through the spirit, man, and kind of show y'all some things that's kind of kicking off, right? To warn y'all, right, of what's going on and to warn y'all of what the Lord says is going to happen, right? So let me go to this right quick. Classic. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 7. It says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there will be famines and pestilence." Now, we go into this a lot, right? But it's sometimes, like a lot of times, we haven't really been harping on pestilence part because a pestilence ain't really been out like that. But now you have a pestilence that's actually climbing, it's actually getting traction. It's in the news, like it's kind of spreading from cats, dogs. I mean, not dogs, but it could get into dogs. But cats, you got chickens, you got cows, you got human cases, right? So this thing's kind of kicking off. You got the World Health Organization, they talking about this thing, right? So let's go into this word pestilence for the people that might be new. This might be your first time hearing about this. You might never even watched one of our videos before, right? So let's go into this word pestilence. My bad, like that. Okay. So it says pestilence, right? I'm gonna go to the word right here. It says a Strong's definition, moist, right? A certain affinity of plague, literally the disease, or figuratively a pest, right? So you got this going into a disease though. A disease is coming. The Lord say in these last days, and when you might say, well, that's just in Matthew chapter 4. How we know that that's talking about last days, right? Let's go back to Matthew chapter 24 and let's go up to Matthew chapter 24 and verse 3. It says, "And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?" So the disciples inquired to Yahweh Shai about the end of the world. So he told them things that would take place that would indicate that we are living in the last days. So we're looking at an indicator that we're living last days, and we're seeing one of the prophecies they said that would come to pass. And one of those things they said was going to pass, it was going to be a pestilence. You cannot not say that the Lord say, right, that it's going to be a pestilence. Now in 2024, we're looking at a pestilence where it could do something that has never been done in this country, where there's a total lockdown, where there are people that's going to be it's total lockdown, total government control. It's never a time when it's basically going to be like martial law, right? Martial law is going to be nothing but total dictatorship, right? And not only just a pestilence that's going to cause that, but it's going to cause also great death, right? You already have cats dying, right? Next is going to be humans dying, right? Now it could be it could be this. Now, or the Lord can stop it. He can slow it down. He can stop it. But if he don't, right? Hey, it's better to be prepared than to be kind of where you just kind of naive. You don't know what's going on. Caught off guard. You just caught off guard. You don't know what's going on. You just living la-di-da to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Walking through the park skipping. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? You want to be aware of what's going on around you, right? And aware of the prophecies that's kicking off. So very well, this bird flu could be the pestilence that the Bible's talking about that really kicks off, right? And one of the indicators that we live in the last days, right? So let's go back to what we was looking at, right? Because one will say, well, how do we know that there's any humans that got affected? You could actually go to the CDC website and it'll actually show you. But we're gonna read this right here. It says the global pandemic treaty will give the World Health Organization far more authority than it had during the last pandemic, and a lot of people are deeply concerned about how that power will be used during the next major health crisis. So these people know it's another major health crisis coming. Major health crisis. As you will see below, 2 more human cases of the bird flu have just been confirmed. So, hey man, this thing is kicking off. Like I said, I've been watching this thing. You know what I'm saying? It started out with the chickens, then it jumped to the cows. Now it's in the cats. Now then it's in the humans.
In effect, the dolphin too.
Oh, dolphins?
Mhm.
See that? Now it's in damn dolphins. The bird flu and damn dolphins. I don't know what that's, but that goes into the Bible, right? When the Lord say that, hey, there's gonna be players that's gonna be sent. Who gonna stop it, right? So I'm gonna get that real fast in 2 Ezra 16:5. Plagues are sent unto you, and what is it? What is he that may drive them away? So there's gonna be plagues that's gonna send. Now these plagues, this is by the Most High God, even though it's a pandemic, right? But we're saying that, but it's all the Most High. The Most High is putting their spirit to put this plague out right now. We not saying that, but you know what I'm saying, right? You know, we gotta kind of watch our mouth on this thing, but you know, the Most High, this is the Most High doing, because he said that these things gonna kick off in the last days. So it's his doing. It's not, oh, we chalk it up to the Most High said, the Most High doing what he said he gonna do. He said he gonna bring a pestilence, it's coming. You got it in chickens, cows, cats, and dolphins. The dang bird flu, man. How the bird flu getting them dolphins? Madness. But that's but not I say madness, but that's the work of the Lord. That's the work of the Most High God, where he can bring a flu that was pertaining to literally birds, and now he got it in dolphins, cats, humans. So with that being said, you can't stop what the Most High got in motion. You know what I'm saying? Either you're gonna get down with the Most High God, keep his laws, statutes, commandments, or Lord, he gonna take you out this thing, man. Right? The Lord can take you out. You don't want to be caught out there, right? But let's get another one. I want to get some more stuff on that thing. Let's see what else we can find. Like I said, we ain't gonna have too much long. It ain't gonna be too much long. I mean, it's so much stuff been going on, man. Tornadoes been going on, man. It's been so much that's been kicking off, right? Oh man, oh man, we got oh my gosh. We probably do like another part to this, because it's really a lot of stuff that's been kicking off, right? One of the things I want to get this right here. It says Germany warns that it will arrest Benjamin Netanyahu if he sets foot in the country. So Germany kind of like, hey man, you better not step foot in this country, man. You gonna get arrested, right? You gonna get arrested. So Germany not messing with this guy, man. Germany is not messing with this guy, right? It says Germany will arrest Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu if he enters the country amid allegations of war crimes by the International Criminal Court, right? So he's saying that this man has committed war crimes. So if he stepped foot in Germany, this man is going to get arrested, right? We'll say, well, what does this have to do with with prophecy, right? This all a part of the different things kicking off that's going to bring in or provoke World War III, right? Now, and that's another. With that being said, I'm going to go to this next slide, right? This next slide. If my computer is moving a little slow right now, just bear with me. What's going on? Come on now. All right, there we go. We back on track. Whoo, man, it's going crazy. But I got to get this right quick. Okay. So it says China is flogging arms to Russia in a major boost to Putin's war in Ukraine, British defense minister claimed, right? So you got China, right? China up here, they hey man, it's kind of getting it says, let me just keep reading. It says spies track lethal aid. It says from China to Russia and into Ukraine. Grant Shapps revealed Wednesday. He said intel reports are significant development and warned we should be concerned. Why? Because All right, we just gonna keep reading. He told the London Defense Conference, U.S. and British defense intelligence can reveal that lethal aid is now flowing from China to Russia and into Ukraine. We should be concerned about that because in earlier days of this war, China would like to present itself as a moderating influence. Spies have long suspected China was arming Putin forces, but Western officials said the scale of the aid was smaller than Putin needed. Schatz warned an act of authoritarian states led by Russia, China, Iran, and North Korea were increasingly working together. So all this is saying, man, is these people are basically they're allies. They're allies. So all they said is their ally relationship is getting stronger and stronger, right? Now you got China, right? They hit in Russia with, okay, man, here you go. You get this many tanks, all right, you get this many guns, this, that. So they basically helping to promote them to win this war against Ukraine, right? And they saying North Korea's in it, Iran is in it, and all this is doing is pitting them against Ukraine, which also have allies of the EU. So by this being happening, you having these enemies that's basically going back to back, right? And it's going to trickle down to it's like tension. It's causing more and more tension to where eventually the string is going to break. And when the last straw break, hey man, all hell gonna break loose, man. Right? But we do want to keep going though, but we kind of gotta oh man, yeah. Okay, it lost connection, but Lord willing, we can get into more of it though. You know what I'm saying? But right there with that being said, like you got a lot of things kicking off. Like sometimes you have where it kind of like you have moments where it be like prophecy. You got time where it might slow down a little bit. Then it kick back up, right? So and then it's gonna be time to where it's not gonna slow down. It is gonna be all full-fledged on go. You know what I'm saying? And that time is coming where it's gonna be the prophecy ain't gonna be nothing but back to back. But now it's the time to be watching, getting your spirit man together, examining yourself, repenting, being diligent, keeping your fire burning as much as possible, because you don't want it to get blowed out. So keep watching and don't get distracted by what's going on in the world, because the world trying to distract you with other different things, right? So don't get distracted in this thing. Stay focused. Continue being enduring, trusting in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? And we're gonna get closing precepts, right? I'm gonna go to the will you get your closing precept first, King?
Yeah, sickness. I think was that chapter 9, verse 1.
Come on, I got you.
I think it's 9:1 or verse 2. What's verse 1 say?
Verse 1 say, this second Ezra 9:1. And he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it's the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
So we, you know what I'm saying, realizing we in the ends of the world, you know what I'm saying, with the Messiah prophesying, and then we see all these things going on. We just know that it's the same very hour that the Most High God and his son Yahushua is visiting the world they made, man. You know what I'm saying? Like brother said, we got to be repenting, checking our spirit, you know what I'm saying, every day. That's all I got.
That's right. All right, I'm going to get this precept right here in Book of Psalms, chapter 50 and verse 20. Right. Psalms chapter 50 verse 22. Now consider this, you that forget God, lest I tear you in pieces and there be none to deliver. So, amen, the Lord, man. Hey, man, you can't forget the Lord. Don't forget Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Don't forget that you're an Israelite. Don't forget you got to keep the commandments. Don't forget you got to repent. Don't forget you got to have faith in Yahweh. Don't forget, man. Don't forget these things. Don't forget the Most High. Don't forget who woke you up. Don't forget who brought you in this truth. Don't forget that who put his spirit inside of you. Don't forget. You forget the Lord, and Lord say, I'm going to tear you in pieces, and there's going to be nobody to deliver you out of my hands. And with that, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Shalom, his brother Aliyah. Right. But that right there, see, you know what I'm saying? Hey, this New Wine Congregation on End Time Prophecy, Current Events, Lord willing, that was edifying. Shalom.